Make Vaughn's and Albertsons your one-stop shop for holiday essentials. This week at Vaughn's and Albertsons, get 16 ounces of Lucerne butter, selected varieties, for $3.99 each. Member price where applicable. Plus, get Signature Farms whole frozen turkey for just 59 cents per pound with a $25 additional purchase. Limit one turkey with membership where applicable. Also this week, get bone-in USDA Choice Ribeye Roast for $7.97 per pound with digital coupon. Limit one. Visit Vaughn's or Albertsons.com or head in store for more deals.
Blog Talk Radio. Blog Talk Radio.
Live from Los Angeles, the Win Without Competing show with Dr. Arlene Barro, host and creator of the Right Fit Method, the key to professional and personal success. Now, let's join Dr. Arlene.
Brand yourself or business for unparalleled success. My Brand IQ quiz is coming up shortly. Stay tuned. Thank you for joining me today. Can you imagine a world without brands? Then why are we presenting ourselves as anonymous without even knowing it? If you are not satisfied with your career or business success, you must analyze your brand. Let's see how savvy you are about brands. Here's a quick true-false quiz to evaluate your brand IQ. Get ready to record your responses to 5 questions. Question 1. Professionally prepared resumes present carefully crafted brands. True or false? Question 2. Well-designed websites with lots of videos are essential to communicating business brands. True or false? Question 3. Blasting resumes from Burbank to Bombay will quickly demonstrate that you are a confident candidate who has a brand. True or false? Question 4. At job interviews, focus primarily on fitting in with the company's culture. True or false? Question 5. Businesses, especially those that are in the early stages of development, should avoid growing their brand too quickly. True or false? Let's find out your brand IQ right now. Question 1. Professionally prepared resumes present carefully crafted brands. The answer is false. Do not assume that if someone wrote your resume for you, they presented your brand. Transmitting your career history and detailing your accomplishments does not necessarily tell employers why you are different from other people who do what you do. It is up to you to articulate that. Question 2. Well-designed websites with lots of videos are essential to communicating business brands. The answer is false. Websites and videos are tools of communication. The content will determine whether the business has a brand. The videos can raise your search engine ranking. However, the videos can still be brandless. I consult with individuals and businesses nationwide about branding. It is amazing how often people assume that brands are naturally apparent in resumes, websites, videos, and social networking sites. Question 3. Blasting resumes from Burbank to Bombay will quickly demonstrate that you are a confident candidate who has a brand. The answer is false. Blasting resumes could be perceived as unwanted spam or an act of desperation. In some situations, it is appropriate to design a strategic, targeted campaign. Select your campaign wisely. Question 4. At job interviews, focus primarily on fitting in with the company's culture. The answer is false. At interviews, you must present your brand to convince the employer that you are the one right fit for them. Culture is important, but should not be the primary focus. I mentor my clients to close the employer at the first in-person interview. If you can do that, then the employer will not want to interview anyone else after they interview you. That's your goal, to be the one right fit and to close after the first in-person interview to stop the employer from comparing and contrasting candidates. Question 5. Businesses, especially those in the early stages of development, should avoid growing their brand too quickly. The answer is false. I consult with a wide array of business owners who are at different stages of evolution. I have observed that some of them are concerned about growing their brand too quickly. In my opinion, business owners should welcome their growth and set the stage to meet customer demand. The key is exquisite planning. How did you do on the Brand IQ quiz? If you answered all the questions false, congratulations, your score is 100%. If you did not, I need to give you more insight into the world of branding, which I will do next. I think that people frequently assume that a brand must be a name brand. The President of the United States is a name brand. We see, hear, and recognize a wide array of name brands. Every individual and every business cannot have global recognition and be a name brand. I create unusual brands to direct the trajectory of businesses, organizations, and individuals to achieve unparalleled success. Working with my clients, we uncover distinct, intriguing, and recognizable brands that may not be readily apparent. For individuals, I developed the app I Brand You for Hire, Rate Your Brand 0 to Hire. Many job seekers do not understand that they have a brand. If you don't understand that you have a brand, you can't sell it. No interviews, no job offers, wrong job offers, whether you're a new college graduate or a highly successful executive, you need branding to capture the right job. Do you have a distinct, intriguing, and recognizable brand? To capture the attention of employers, you need that brand. Why? Employers must grasp your brand in a flash. Your brand has two sides, like a coin: the written script, resume, and the verbal broadcast, interview. And you must know how to brand both sides. The key is creating the right fit brand first, and then using that in your resume and at the interview. But that's not enough. You must be able to sell your brand. If you don't understand what your brand is, you can't sell it. I developed the app for you to evaluate your brand. If you're having difficulty getting interviews and job offers, you must figure out the power of your brand. To do that, visit the home page of my website, winwithoutcompeting.com, and click on the App Store logo. If you don't have an iDevice, click on that link marked Solution. Wait and see what I have in store for you. After you rate your brand 0 to higher, you will be able to answer the question, what do I need to do to craft and communicate my brand to convince employers to hire me? To discuss your specific branding needs, including designing a customized brand for you, call my office at 310-443-4277. That's 310-443-4277 to arrange a time to speak with me, or email drbarro@winwithoutcompeting.com. Now, I'd like to share a success story of one of my clients. He's a finance executive who had been searching for a new opportunity. He had been downsized from the housing industry and was very fortunate that he set up a highly successful consulting business. He did, however, want to return to corporate America. We worked together. We created a branding resume package. He had an opportunity for an interview. The company is owned by a highly prestigious organization on the East Coast, a multi-billion-dollar organization. And at the first interview, at the conference table, sat the CEO of the company that had just been acquired by this prestigious group, the CFO from the prestigious group, and the head of HR. The CEO turned to my client, but first, he turned to his HR executive, thinking that perhaps she had created his branding resume package, and asked her whether she had. She said she had not. So he turned back to my client, asked him. He said he was the one that created it. Of course, he did not mention that he had a consultant, and that was appropriate. What was of interest was the question that the CEO asked, which was, what does this particular phrase mean? It was that phrase that was the key identifier of his brand, crafted to elicit a question. My client answered the question. After that, the CEO interviewed no other executives. My client flew to the East Coast. His offer came in at the VP level when it had originally been slated lower, and he also sits on the board of that company from the perspective of being part of the team that runs the organization. So that's the power of branding. Going further, business owners are an intriguing group. I advise a wide array of business owners who are at different stages of evolution. Starting up, struggling, stagnating, sprinting. What do these terms mean? I created them, but I want to share what they mean. Starting up, putting the pieces in place. That's really your early stages and a crucial part in the development of a business. Struggling, tottering, and uncertain about next steps. It's expected, but with careful planning, one should be able to overcome and conquer the struggling stage quickly. Stagnating, stuck, and no definitive plan. Again, the issue of planning, the key to a company's success. Sprinting, moving at top speed, but not necessarily reaching the goals. Are the staff appropriate? Do we need to train the staff? What exactly is happening? Why the company is not reaching their goals? If you are a business owner who is starting up, struggling, stagnating, or sprinting, please visit my business consulting page on the winwithoutcompeting.com site. You can achieve unparalleled business success with my Right Fit Business Solutions. Experiencing business stress? Use my Right Fit branding strategies. Strategy replaces stress. Again, think about what I just said. Strategy replaces stress. That's what you must do in creating a business. Have your strategies carefully articulated. To learn more about my Right Fit method, Right Fit branding strategies, my book, Win Without Competing, business consulting, career coaching, and retained executive search, visit winwithoutcompeting.com, drbarro.com, that's drbarro.com, barroglobal.com, and drarlenewrightfitmethod.com. That's DOCTORARLENE, right, RIGHT, fit, FIT, method.com. To contact me to arrange a time to speak, call 310-443-4277, 310-443-4277, or email drbarro@barroglobal.com. That's Dr. Barro at barroglobal.com. The address of my company, Barro Global Search, Inc., is 10940 Wilshire Boulevard, 16th floor, Los Angeles, California, 90024. I look forward to hearing from you. Remember this mantra. If you don't understand that you have a brand and what your brand is, you can't sell it. Thank you for joining me today on the Win Without Competing show. Goodbye for now, Dr. Arlene.
Have you Googled yourself lately? Are there negative posts from an ex-employee or from a former client? Maybe an outdated news article? Search engines don't always get it right. But right or wrong, it's your reputation on the line. That's where Reputation Defender by Norton comes in. Take control with Reputation Defender. Their cutting-edge approaches help you to wipe away unwanted information in your search results. They also promote the good stuff. You can start by getting your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com or call 800-811-4975 to speak to an expert.
Around-the-clock air conditioning and heating coupled with cutting-edge equipment from Lennox means you can achieve perfect air each season. Learn more about special savings opportunities and federal tax credits by calling 818-506-4400 or 310-274-5525 or visit us online at aroundtheclock.com.